Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be making the Boeing 787-9 in the Etihad Airways Formula 1 livery from 2021. Now in this project, I'm going to be trying out a few new things, and if this turns out well in this project, then maybe I'll implement these in my future projects. Who knows? Now, if you're wondering, no, I am not cutting out the cockpit window so I can add lights to it. That's not the case here. What I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be making a custom cockpit, and even though those templates aren't included in the actual 787 template, I've decided to give my go at it since I've tried it with Project Challenger, but that one had ready-made templates for that interior. And no, I'm not going to be doing the entire passenger cabin. I'm just going to be doing the cockpit. And shout out to Hermercraft, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, for the idea, as well as a bunch of other YouTubers, but I got it from Hermercraft first. Now, if anyone is new to modeling, or at least making paper model airplanes like this, then I strongly encourage you guys to spice it up your own way. For example, a lot of YouTubers use LED lights to give their paper models some flair. As for me, I'm gonna be trying out the custom made cockpit method, and I've also borrowed some seats from the Bombardier Challenger 300 templates, and more specifically the 1x120 scale version of these cockpit seats, and I have also painted the interior in the same silver that I use to spray paint some details on my paper models, started from the Challenger. The end result may not be on par with the actual cockpit, but at least I tried here. And hey, I also learned from a few mistakes that I've made during the assembly of this custom cockpit. And I am more than willing to learn from those mistakes in my future projects if I ever want to add this same kind of custom cockpit thing in my next paper model airliner. If you guys want me to make more of these, please let me know in the comments down below, because I love a good challenge. went into Formula One back in November 2024, and as of January, after finishing the Williams Renault FW16 paper model, which you can find the video for it in my second channel, link in the top right corner, I have gotten into Formula One a lot more at that point. I started watching all the races. I've researched all about F1 and its history, and especially the stories of all the other iconic F1 drivers back then, aside from Senna. And I thought it might be appropriate to make this paper model as a commemoration of both of my hyperfixations coming together in one perfect paper model. Hopefully it'll be perfect. Crazy, but I absolutely love Hermercraft's 787 paper model templates because of just how many details there are. From these little vents on the belly of the plane to like even the angle of attack and pitot tubes on the nose, which we will get to at the very end. Don't worry. Having these many details is just insane, but again, as I've said earlier, I absolutely love a good challenge, and that is the best part about being a paper modeler. You get to face the many challenges that you have to face in order to finish your model and make it look as good as possible. So that's that. If you also want to make your own Boeing 787 paper model, the link is in the description down below, along with other versions of the 787, including the Dash 8 and the Dash 10, as well as some other liveries for you to choose from. I decided to paint the silver on the parts instead of spraying them because I did not really want to risk the aerosol of the paint spreading onto the parts that I don't want to be painted. So that was just my way of doing it at this moment. I might try again with the spraying in another paper model, but for now this is what I chose to do. Now, the next feature that I want to show you guys has something to do with the landing gear, and I'm sorry if I did not record the process of making it. I will show you guys the end result here, and yes, the wheels roll. And yeah, I had to do a bit of testing with this, and I also apologize if I decided to do that testing off camera, but since the initial test did work and the wheels rolled smoothly if I made it round enough, maybe I could use this in my future paper models with these kinds of landing gear. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I really want to do this kind of feature again, because it was actually a pretty fun feature to add to this paper model. Now, I did notice a bit of a flaw in the livery on the engines here. So when I finished building the engine itself, I noticed that the F on the engine was pointing slightly upwards, which is not supposed to be the case in the actual livery. So while that may just be a rookie mistake, I don't really see much harm coming from it, so I guess I'll let this one slide. you have it, peeps. My Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the Eithad Airways Formula 1 Grand Prix livery from 2021. With the new features added, this model has increased in value a lot for me, and I could have never been more proud of it. But I also want to thank Hermercraft for the idea of the custom cockpit, so at least some credit goes to him. While the flaws in the livery are tough to ignore, I don't really feel like I'm in the right to criticize that part of this paper model template, since I don't really create liveries at all, save for some virtual liveries like Skyflyer. But I will say this, the livery still feels very solid and I absolutely love it. I give the livery 6 out of 10 points. As for the paper model, it gets 10 out of 10 points. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next project. Bye bye.